What we today call American folk art was indeed art by and for ordinary, everyday folks who, with increasing prosperity and leisure, created a market for art of all kinds and especially for portraits. Citizens of prosperous, essentially middle-class republics, whether ancient Romans, 17th century Dutch burghers, or 19th century Americans, have always shown a marked taste for portraiture. Marked taste. Marked taste say a little rich air. Marked taste for portraiture. Starting in the late 18th century, the United States contained an increasing number of such people, and the artists who could meet their demands. demands. The earliest American folk art portraits come, not surprisingly, from New England, especially Connecticut and Massachusetts, for this was a wealthy and populous region and the center of the strong craft trade tradition. Within a few decades after the signing of the Declaration of Independence in 1776, the population was pushing westward and portrait painters could be found at work in western New York, Ohio, Kentucky, Illinois, and Missouri. Midway through its first century as a nation, that is, on and after Independence Day. Um, the United States population had increased roughly 5 times, and 11 new states had been added to the original 13. During these years, the demand for portrait grew and grew eventually to be satisfied by the camera. In 1839, the daguerreotype. Daguerreotype? I don't know the word. Oh, daguerre. Daguerre. Daguerreotype. Daguerreotype. Daguerreotype was introduced to America. Daguerreotype was introduced to America, ushering in the age of photography. In the age of photography, and within a generation, the new invention put an end to the popularity of painted portraits. Put an end to popularity of painted portraits. Oh, really? I prefer to portrait. Are you sure? Once again, original portrait became a luxury, commissioned by a wealthy and executed by the professional. But in the heyday of portrait painting, from the late 18th century until the 1850s, anyone with a modicum of artistic ability could become a rhymer, as such a portrait was called. Modicum. Modicum. As such a portrait was called. Local craftspeople, sign, coach, and house painters. Coach began to paint portraits as a profitable sideline. Profitable. Sometimes a talented man or woman who began by sketching family members gained a local reputation and was besieged, besieged with requests for portraits. Besieged. Besieged. With requests for portraits, artists found it worth their while to pack their paints, canvas, and brushes and to travel the countryside, often combining house decoration with portrait painting. Okay.